It's already the week 6 edition of Football Friday. Cody Crushell here with Tigers head coach Bob Surace. Princeton up to 13th in both the coaches and the media poll. More importantly, 5-0, 2-0 in the Ivy League. Coach, midway point of the season, we were just talking. 2 months ago, you got on the field for the first time, and now we're 5 games down, 5 games to go. Give us the report card. Where's your team at the midway point?
Yeah, well, obviously it goes fast, right? You work so hard, you get to camp, and then now it's halfway through. And our guys are getting better. We emphasize that every day. Being better than we were the day before. Our guys have totally bought into that. And now we got this huge test coming up this week against Harvard. And certainly our preparation, our work, how we practice and get ready for that's going to be critical.
Let's go back to that win at Brown last week, 65-22, the most points Princeton has ever scored in 150 years in a road game. A lot of players to talk about in that one. Let's start with Jacob Bermelin, 12 catches, 186 yards, 2 touchdowns, 11 of those 12 catches in the first half. And this didn't really come as a surprise to you guys because before he got hurt last year, that's what you were expecting a year ago from Jacob.
Yeah, he had such a good spring. His freshman year going into a sophomore year in training camp, where Steve Verb, we'd be walking off the field at camp. And Verbs is talking about, you got to double Jesper, you got to double Carlson. Graham Adamitis is tremendous at tight end. We had the running backs, and Bermelin continued to be the guy that was crushing us defensively. He's just so quick, so fast, and plays with such a great energy. And then he got hurt and missed a lot of time last year and picked up this spring right where he left off. And, I think the quarterbacks and coaches and his teammates have a lot of confidence in him.
How often does Kevin Davidson practice punting?
We do it all the time. Like that's something we found
Chad
to be
Knuth
important.
had a lot of success with that as well.
Yeah, and John, who we had John who threw right, punted left, and we had Quinn who threw left and punted right. But we've made that a staple of what we're doing. We're a high percentage go for it on fourth down. But if it's not there, it does give us another option on those fourth downs as you cross the 50-ish.
I know we've talked about this in some of these games where you guys have gotten out to a big lead, but for a while on Saturday at Brown, it was tight, and they had a chance to take the lead with that drop pass in the end zone on sort of the Phillies special. I want to talk about a couple of guys who made an impact, though. It's next man up, no Colin Edey. Ryan Quigley banged up, misses a couple series. Tyler Campbell comes in and rushes for 91 yards, and then you have Sam Johnson and Zach Kelly catch their first career touchdown passes. Guys who have put in the time and put in the effort, and it's got to be a good feeling for you to see them reap the benefits.
Yeah, it's the beauty of coaching. It's the beauty of teaching, right? In one hand, you got 3 freshmen who have interceptions for us. James Stagg, Jaden Wickware, Davion Carrington, right? And so you're seeing young guys develop. But one of the greatest things is when you have veteran guys who are integral to your program. And maybe it's not freshman year where they make an impact. Maybe it takes them longer, yet they grind every day. And then to see them have success, it's so rewarding as a coach. It's so rewarding for their teammates because the teammates know the time and effort that Zach Kelly or Sam Johnson, Tyler Campbell, the effort they've put into this. And then when their time's called, they're prepared, they're ready, and they're successful. And I don't think there was better celebrations than when the 3 of those guys had significant plays on Saturday.
Second half of the season certainly doesn't get any easier. Saturday, 1 o'clock kickoff at Princeton Stadium. The Tigers taking on the Harvard Crimson. Harvard coming into this past Saturday was the only Ivy League team that was outscoring your Tigers and defensively second in the nation in rushing yards allowed. They lead the nation in sacks. This is going to be a really good measuring stick.
Yeah, they lead the nation in punt blocks as well, in block kicks and forced fumbles. This is Harvard's always good. They got a Hall of Fame coach. They have not only talent, but it's deep. Their receiving core is deep. Their quarterback's essentially a 3-year starter now. He's a junior midway through that way. And they've added the vertical game. They've always had it, but man, are they making plays down the field. There's never been a time in 10 years where they didn't have outstanding running backs, right? Their offensive line, every single guy, it's 6'4", 6'5", 6'6", and they are athletic and giving the quarterback time to throw the ball downfield. You know, they got tight ends. You know, Reagan's averaging nearly 17 yards a catch. So this is nothing that anybody should be surprised about, that they were such a high-powered offense, and then defensively to have the depth that they have. They'll play at least 10 defensive linemen. Their 26 sacks is leading the nation. And 5 sacks, 4 sacks, 3 sacks, a bunch of guys with 2 sacks. And it doesn't matter who's in there. They stop the run and they get after the quarterback, and the guys in the backfield defensively make plays. Isaiah Wingfield is as good a cover corner I've seen in 10 years. He locks down half the field, and they are making plays in their secondary. Jordan Hill's an all-Ivy linebacker, and they're surrounded with other guys. So, nothing's a surprise, but, in some areas, 5 block punts in 5 games, that's, a heck of a job. 7 forced fumbles in 5 games, those are video game numbers.
Princeton against Harvard this Saturday, 1 o'clock kickoff at Princeton Stadium. And Coach, thanks for stopping down here. Good luck Saturday.
It's great to have you back, Cody.
You did a good job filling in. You might be taking my job soon.
I'm not Lou Gehrig. You're not Wally Pipp. It's good to have you back.
1 o'clock kickoff Saturday. This has been the Week 6 edition of Football Friday.